When you get put through the fire. When you get put through the fire, it separates truth from the lies. Your fake and frontin' is not the way your wood meets iron. Your doctrine may be on point, but it's your motives I question. Yeah, I get put through the fire, but that's how one makes a weapon. The book I'm dissecting, inwardly reflecting the spirits I've been trying. So it's you I'm rejecting. They ask Peasy, why you going in on the bridge? And higher say, Kwame Sha'ala, so we don't need no leaven. No, now a little bit, a higher the ventriloquist. He put a key in my back. His word, but it sound like I'm saying to the people I'm relaying it. Got them replaying it. Think this beat was a demon and Shia got me straight slaying it. Bugging, giving the bars beat the judgment. To the righteous sound like harmony, to others it gives concussions. Truth, bringing the fire to the booth, spitting hard bars. I think I just lost the tooth. Now this music ain't secular. I'm just taking it back and care less about your vernacular words. I gon' take it back. Righteous, upright, well respected. No Democrat or Republican, but may be elected. He on the campaign, ain't looking for votes. He vowed to stick to the book. His old father he quotes, ridiculed like Ezekiel. But them his people though. They say they do it for peace, but they doing evil though. Who you talking to? To the Hebrews that super, just throw the stone. Yeah, there goes Super Dave, short for David. Yeah, he make music but put in work out those straight shots like David. Yeshaya, please save me. I ain't got your strength. They do it for right, but for I hire, I do it in pain. Tearing down strongholds, calling out the liars. Now they coming together to shut me up like Jeremiah. Instead of testify, to stand and test the time like fine wine. The metals that's made fine, it sounds like. Yeah, right there. That's what it sounds like. You feel me? It sound like it's hot but beautiful at the same time. You feel me? Real Judah, you dig? Yeah, just making fine metal out of us. You feel me? You know, refining us like we in a refinery. You dig? And listen to it. You hear me? Yeah, we passing through that every day. You dig? We just don't want to get stuck in that. You hear me? So we follow them scriptures, we follow them commandments, we do these works, keep our faith up, you hear me? Cause either or, you know what I'm saying? Righteous or wickedness, you feel me? Let go. It's truth for lies, 100% of faith. Abraham's bosom or waiting the lake. I chose the fire, not the eternal fire, but the fire that shows I have the requirements that's required. Works, faith, and the conviction to practice the both with serpents all in your face. Patience, even with the burner on your waist. Turn your cheek and show love, that's what the burner on your waist. Diligence, temperance, kindness to your brother. Treat him like yourself and treat her like your mother. He said, do these things and your team gon' roll. Your election will be assured and you will fall no more. Screw Jehovah, Peter gave me the blueprint. I'm gon' pass through the fire, but Peter gave me the coolant. The plastic gon' burn up, the wood gon' burn up. Everybody 100, man, the kingdom gon' turn up. I feel a war coming, so I bring warriors to the body. You bring teachers, she bring doctors, but we all one body. Fight hard and love hard, you better ask somebody. You gon' praise a higher for ox, that'll blast somebody. Real talk, real Judah. I show love full time, but I'm a part-time shooter. I'd rather pass through the fire, cause I'm knowing hell hot. Young P's a real Judah, I pray I make it past the melting pot. Yeah, the bar you saw a mouth. Kwame Yashala, I appreciate the beat, man. Trying to wake up our people and keep our people motivated, you feel me? Real talk, real Judah, you feel me? I love when Hebrews get together and make classics. This is about edifying the body. Precept on precept, body edification coming soon. Real talk, real spit, real Judah.
That's what it seems like this carnival has been fire for everybody involved, right? For everybody that's resistant, for that matter as well, right? We're gonna make it through, man. We are gonna make it through. And it's about the things that we do that help us to make it through. You know, the Inyans in our city is the lifeline and the blood of our city. Too many times we have so-called saved the city with our spirit, with our traditions, with something to look at, that this city was more than just the drunken revelry of Bourbon Street. So in this particular scenario, yet again, Inyan stood up. You have Big Chief, the Melancon of the young Seminole hunters, right? And coming from the Seminole hunters over there with my brother Kito in the lower Ninth Ward. So if you don't know, Big Chief Damon is an artist. He's not just an Inyan. He's a contemporary artist. He has turned this culture of beating into an art form that has gotten him heralded all the way from overseas to Harvard University, to Princeton University. You can see that he's done these types of works and had his works on displays in these type of museums. So on Mardi Gras Day, Carnival Day on this Tuesday, we know it was a little rough for everybody. Many people saw the news report where you saw Romeo, Big Chief Romeo, in the Ninth Ward come out. You saw some with Big Chief Dow on the West Bank. You saw a couple of different ones in between here and there. And then we at Black Masking, that's why we put together the event we did, so that we would be live that morning, but we did a live on Facebook. We had complications with the internet. We couldn't actually go through the way that we want to do as a live event. So we had to turn our live event into an edited event. So we had to, need light. So we had to, you can go down. So what we did was we filmed it and then we chopped it up and, the best we could, and we got it out by midnight. But it is indicative of the fact of everything had to change. Everything was on this carnival season, this world of 2021 has got all of us readjusting and trying to do things on the fly, but to continue to do what we do, to have some resemblance of us as a people. So tonight, this is the last edited video we have of the 37 chiefs that we completed out of our 42 tribe series. But this is the last edited one. So it's indicative. It's at the end of Carnival. Well, actually, we have one more. We have Big Chief Al Womble next week. So after this one, Big Chief Al Womble leading us up into St. Joseph Night, which I'm sure after the community saw the Inyans come out and do the best they could do to come out on Carnival Day, you'll definitely see them bust the bubble for St. Joseph Night. That I can assure you. So, but tonight, in our tradition and our spirit of keeping Carnival going and keeping our tradition straight, we are spotlighting and highlighting Big Chief Damon from our 42 Tribe series. Well, Big Chief Damon did his part for Carnival Day. He actually put his suit in a plexiglass display on Canal Street and Jeff Davis, where they had the racist person there before that they took down, Jeff Davis, and they still left up Albert Pike. If y'all know how evil Albert Pike was and how Albert Pike was part of Comus and the beginning of this Mardi Gras, y'all would want to take that statue down as well. But in being an artist and being creative as the Indians are, and a lifeline as the Indians are, Big Chief put his suit and plexiglass in the space of where Jeff Davis statue was. Got a lot of publicity about it, and we're gonna play the interview that he did with NOLA.com, and here we go.
Hey, Damon, tell me what's going on here.
All right, this is my suit called Jah Defender, and it's standing there as a sculptured piece right now in the middle of Mid City on Canal in the old Jeff Davis. So it's representing us as the people. Yeah, that's what it is.
So most maskers couldn't come out this morning, but you figured out a way.
So this suit, me and a few of my friends, we came out overnight, stuck to the guidelines, and we put this up in a glass box. Yeah, and it's just sticking to the guidelines and trying to make sure that we get back to Mardi Gras like it's supposed to be. That's it.
So that was a little clip. They didn't give him much to say, but that's why blackmasking.org was created. Blackmasking.org was created so that we could allow our chiefs to speak and give their true story and not be rushed and not be put inside of a Mardi Gras scenario. So, we give much shouts out to Big Chief Demond. His beating is ridiculous. There's not many that can beat the way the brother does. Well, I'm gonna switch this camera around so you guys can see the presentation in the camera. Like I said, we are trying to do everything the best we can right now. Everything's a little makeshift. You know what I'm saying? Big Chief Demond, week 10 of our 42 Tribe series. Yes, Big Chief Demond, Melancon, Young Seminole Hunters.
Big Chief Demond Melancon, the Young Seminole Tribe. The Seminole been in existence since early 50s. I'm an offspring of the Seminole. I'm a young Seminole. We've been in existence since 2013. The original Big Chief of the Seminole from my day is Big Chief Joe Pete, and he passed. And so he had gave the game to Big Chief David Bouye, and David Bouye was a Big Chief of the Seminole for a while, and then he gave the game to my chief, King John. So Keto will be the reigning Seminole chief right now. He's still living, but David Bouye gave me the blessings to bring my game. I'm just, fashioned and molded. I've been here since the 90s, man. All the elders that's gone, I sat with them. I sold with some of them. I conversated and, got with a lot of them, and they all gave me pointers and all gave me advice. The first elder that put a needle and thread in my hand with beads was Ferdinand Bigard Sr. And he was serious about secrecy, and he was serious about his American Indian blood lineage culture. You have the young Cheyenne, and you got the Cheyenne hunters, so he was the Cheyenne warrior, but he instilled, man, it just gotta keep going. You gotta keep it going. Spirit of my game, bro. Cultural, deep studying to bring,
the King of Kings, Laws of Laws,
real deep historical pieces to the streets and teaching the youth and sewing and keeping the culture going, culture bearing, and really just, man, sewing to the bone, doing what, our elders did and trying to bring it back to that. That's what my gang is we're supposed to just bring that old school back, right? And just letting it be known that we all about needing a trade, yeah.
Studies of Africa, right? So I studied some of the rebellious slaves, and Bakupe was an African prince that couldn't be sold like Congo Square. He rode the Mississippi, and he rode, and when he rode, he came down with signals, and he came down, and his outfit was an Indian garb, American Indian garb. Yeah, so he was slick. He disguised himself. In those days, we couldn't even wear feathers. We couldn't gather like that. Only in Congo Square. You know, the Indians, slaves did, make refuge with them, some of them, because they did intermingle in marriage and things like that. But the Mardi Gras Indian thing, that comes from seeing different people dressing up like Bakupe. Yeah, dressing up like that rebellious slave. That the heroes, they had different ones. They had more than just Bakupe. They had Haitian revolutions, different, and all these different people were family, man, coming from different places, being sold, different spots, coming to Congo Square. So all these different, cultures, we can't say they just because we dress up like Indians, that's where that come from. The beading, the mosaic, beads and all that come from Africa too. So the drum, that's all Africa. You know what I'm saying? The call and response, that's Africa. The Indians, like I always tell them, the Indians, they beat on the drum together. You never know. They might have learned how to beat the drum from us. That's the story that I've been trying to teach my tribe, and I try to, get them to teach the youth that we have to dig deeper. Is to get away from New Orleans and show the world our craft. I'm going to Denmark in 2 weeks, but I'm going with this. I try to tell them, bro, they know I sell these pieces. You got to separate Indian from business. Tribal seeds and tribal seeds operations ain't got nothing to do with young Seminole Hunter and Big Chief the Melancon son. That's what I'm saying. I'm the Melancon son, the artist. Once you get outside of the Indian suit. When you making these suits, this is called, Indians gotta understand this. It's contemporary art. So patches that people like. I've been telling my spy boy about, he like riding a skateboard. Man, so Boo Johnson them face, so them boys face, so the patches to their skate shops that they go to. But you get outside of the box and do something to get some kind of revenue, man. You got to get out of that theory of, I got to work to pay my bills. Sometimes we got to go out on faith. The way it could be sustainable, for one, if we come together collectively at that city, bro, at the city, they will have to write us in on every big proposal that comes here. They will have to come at us because we brought them the money for over 300 years. They love the culture and they want to help us. But we got to get together and get out there and do this thing. Can't just sit there and make a suit all year. You got to have an idea of something else. You might have to sit out 1 year and start up your business and mass the next year. So that's what my advice to the Indian, but that's what I've been doing. We gathered in Congo Square. And they had their stories and stuff they told about Rakupe as a hero. And those brothers and sisters taught their children. They taught their children about one man that was standing up. So their children want, man, what, we gonna mask too?
All right. So as you saw, that was about 3 years ago, 2017. And this was our, when I spoke with Big Chief, it was eye-opening because he really spoke to taking this culture outside of just what it is in the neighborhood or looking at it through just what they say in the neighborhood, and that it is way more, that it can be way more. That is why we came up with the marketplace to highlight our culture, to know that we are the best beaters in the world. There's nobody that can go near the work that is done by the people that be, right? Yeah, I enjoyed that viewing of Mardi Gras. Oh, thank you, Quinn Foles. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a little rough, like we said, because we were supposed to be a live event with no editing. So that really wasn't a major part until we had to shift it and it had to be an edited event. So that was a lot of editing on the fly. It's going to get better. We're going to do more, but I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. But as Big Chief Demond was saying, we have to realize that this culture is loved everywhere. And that if we package it, we come together and do what we're supposed to do, we can turn this into our plus. It can be our revenue. It can be sustainable for our neighborhoods and for our communities. So, again, we just wanted to come back tonight. Still trying to get everything settled. A lot of things are moving parts right now with Hebrew State of Being as well as Black Masking. So we're just glad that everybody's here. We just want to make sure that we always complete and do what we say we're going to do. So that's what the business is, and that's what the Most High say do. So we will catch y'all on Friday for Shabbat tomorrow, and we will have some real words that can edify and feed our souls so that we can make it through these trials and tribulations, these fires that we're going through. So all praise and see y'all soon, man. Me shalom. And we're going to get this OBS